Okay, I did not think I was gonna make a video on this, but then I started reading the patch notes and I was like, holy shit. So here we go with the patch notes, the recent patch notes. I'm not gonna read everything, I'm just gonna go through the changes basically. Terran. Infernal Preigniter research cost decreased from 150 to 100. Dog, that's so cool because now, it used like 150 is a massive upgrade that like you have to build your kind of build around it, especially early game. But when you make something that's as expensive as combat shields or stim or charge, like that's something you can get at any time. So the fact that you can just get Infernal Preigniter at any time for 100, it's pretty dope. For sure. Not only mech, but you know, I don't even know if there's gonna be like some bio hellback coming back from this. It's actually really nice. This was interesting though. High impact payload damage decreased from 40 plus 15 versus massive to 25 plus 10 versus massive. So that's 55 down to 35, which is almost half, but this is almost half speed as well. So cooldown decrease from 1.7 to 1.9. So they're gonna shoot faster, but they're gonna shoot less. And the fact that they shoot faster, even though it's a little less, it's actually going to be a buff a little bit, especially if you're on your weapon upgrades. This is going to help. The more attacks you have, the more the upgrades actually come into action. But it's also good because they used to like get super clunky as well. Because like between attacks, they would like fuck. So I think that generally this is good. Also, if you get armor versus Thors, it's going to be really good as well. You're going to decrease their damage as well, so it's good. Viking. Health increase from 135 to 150. These guys are crazy. Dog. I mean, the Vikings used to cost a lot, like 150, 75, right? And they increased the health from 125 to 135 so they could 1v1 corruptors. But now they're increasing it by 15 again. Because they want to make them more resistant versus like spells. But what you need to do is have anti-spell units, not just buff the units that get spelled on. I don't know if this is gonna go through here. 150 health. Dude, Vikings are gonna get they're so good now. They're so good. This is so big in my opinion. 15 more health on a Viking. That's an extra shot for everything. Like anything that's non-spells. It's an extra shot for stalkers. They're gonna kill Phoenix easier. They're gonna kill every anti-air unit. This is gonna be like the ultimate anti-air unit, like cost efficient wise. I really think so. They already have like a massive range on that. It's crazy, dude. What? Medevac. Okay, so move the rapid reignition system upgrade from the Starport Tech Lab to the Fusion Core. They're also doing this for Liberator. So like basically they're making it so like you can research shit without having a tech lab, which is a huge detour for a Terran build. So that's interesting. Okay, in addition to reducing the Medevac's Ignite Afterburner's cooldown by 5 seconds, this upgrade will also increase the Medevac's base movement speed. Ooh, so it's kind of like a charge thing. So once you get it, just generally movement speed is faster. Will not affect the Medevac's movement speed during the boost. Okay, so just generally faster, but it's not going to make them boost even faster, you know. That's kind of cool. I like this. This will actually make them research, because just generally, if your Medevac's faster, it's nice. Advanced Ballistics upgrade move from Starport Tech Lab to the Fusion Core, so already directly you can get it, so you don't have to make an extra starport, you don't have to make them 3 at a time, you can just make extra ones. It's gonna be super awesome versus NT-Max, it's gonna be super awesome versus Protoss. Liberator is definitely gonna come back in fashion. Advanced Ballistic upgrades now increases the range of Liberators in Defender mode by 3, down from 4. So this is yeah. So although it's gonna be easier to get, it's gonna be 1 range less far. So that's good. Generally good changes. Interference matrix cost increase from 50 energy to 75. Generally in favor of this because it used to be just an interference matrix, like just beep fest in TVT. Just the one who has more interferences are better. So they're increasing it, the energy, but they're also increasing the time that it takes, the time that they're disabled. This is gonna change a few timings in terms of like how you judge engagements, but overall I think it should be still fine. Yeah, exactly. This is mostly for like the early game TBT. Like the Raven is just too dominant right now. Movement speed increased from 3.85 to 4.13. So if the Raven, the thing is that with the Raven is that it's kind of clunky to have with your army because like it always moves faster than the Bio Ball. But now it moves even faster. So I'm not sure why they did this. Potentially. Okay, so they want to make it a little bit more better at harassing. So for clearing creep and for harassing as well, for him to be able to get out. Okay, cool. Battlecruiser. Tactical jump now stuns and puts the battlecruiser into a 1 second vulnerability phase before it teleports. So it's before it teleports, not afterwards. So when you teleport in, that's fine. But when you teleport out, you have 1 second to kill it. I don't know if it loses any armor when you do this. Vulnerability phase. Okay, no. So you just have 1 extra second to kill it, basically, which is nice. Tactical jump cooldown increased from 71 seconds to 86 seconds. So this is 15 more seconds. So that's a minute and a half, pretty much. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm done with this. That's fine. That's great. You want to kind of no longer cancel itself if a target enters a teleport or enters a transport or becomes cloaked. Instead, the unit will miss and the ability will go on cooldown. Oh yeah. So you can pick up micro now. It's not gonna cancel. You can pick up micro versus battlecruiser shots. Nice. I like this. I like these nerfs on battlecruiser. It's nice. Duration decreased from 64 seconds to 63 seconds. I kind of read this really fast. I already know what this is about. We pretty much all know that, well, not all of us know, but Terran's players know that if you spawn a mule on a, so there's 2 types of mineral patches. There's one that's farther away from the command center, and there's one that's as close as possible. When you make it spawn on the one as close as possible, it's gonna die midway. It's gonna die midway just before he brings out the last one. So you always want to put a mule on the farther mineral patch, so then it actually does the full transport and you don't waste any minerals. So what this happens here is that when you take out 1 second, I'm pretty sure that now no matter where you go, they're not gonna automatically die and lose minerals. I'm just gonna read this. After this change, we'll still mind that the same number of minerals is left minerals if left undisturbed. However, they will no longer expire while holding minerals from certain patches. Exactly, yeah. Mules now always attempt to spawn on the side of mineral closest to the town hall. Now always attempt to spawn. Yeah, because sometimes when you click a mineral patch, it's gonna mine the one that's next to it. It's weird. But whatever. But now that it doesn't drop any minerals when you drop them on a close mineral patch, then it's fine. That's why you always had to you used to always have to drop them on the farther mineral patch. Not a lot of Terran players know this, but it was discovered back in Wings of Liberty, and they didn't really change the mule from there in terms of timing. So this is nice though. So it's not gonna mine before it dies midway, so you don't have to do that anymore. Infestor. Oh boy, here we go. I read like 2 more of these and then I stopped, so I didn't reach any Protoss at all. So Infested Terran energy now costs increase from 25 to 50. That's the thing with all these spells in StarCraft, is that they're always by blocks of 25, and that's so big. 25 is like 25 seconds. So now a full energy Infestor will spawn 4 Infested Terrans. These boys better be beefy, dude. Infested Terran health increase from 50 to 75. These are legit so much stronger than an actual Marine. Infested Swarm Egg increase from 70 to 75, that's fine. So basically the same amount of health. The Infested Terran Gauss Rifle damage increase from 6 to 12. These guys are monster Marines. Literally monster Marines. Infested Terrans Infested Rockets damage increase from 14 to 24. Jesus Christ! These things are marauders. They basically do as much as a Viking in terms of anti-air. That is crazy. Infested Rockets now gain +2 per ranged weapon upgrade, up from +1. So now 24 damage. Infested Rockets anti-air. Then it's going to be +1 is going to be 26 damage, +2 is going to be 28 damage, and +3 is going to be 30 damage a shot. And Infested Rocket attack period decreased from 1.14 to 0.95. So it's going to go like 30. Wait, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. That's roughly the beat. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. That's so fast. These guys are crazy. You're gonna have to like target fire infested Terrans because they're so strong. What the hell? Neuroparasite range decreased from 9 to 8. I've always wanted this change. I think that it was once at 7. That was too low in my opinion. A lot of units have 7 range. So they buffed it to 9, but now 9 is too far. I always thought 8, perfect amount. I really like it. This made me lose my mind. Remove the Neuroparasite upgrade. Infestor now comes with Neuroparasite by default. What? That's crazy. That's so crazy. You got some I can't wait. I cannot wait because now, not only in so like it's gonna have a little bit of like what the Raven does in TVT, except now when people do tank pushes against Zerg, instead of like interference matrixing the tanks, they're gonna Neuroparasite the tanks. This change is the most exciting change I've seen in this patch. I stopped here because I lost my mind and I started this video. Okay, we're going down. Here we go. Lurkers. Lurker end build time decreased from 86 seconds to 57 seconds. This used to be the longest building to build. It's longer than a hatchery. It's longer than any other building. Decrease, now lurkers are going to be more active. I do like this. I think it's going to be nice, as they were in the meta for a bit, but now they're going to come back a little bit. I think it's going to be much easier to get them out. ZVZ as well, ZVP as well, ZVT we'll see, but I'd like to see it. Lurker range decreased from 9 to 8. What this will also allow you to do, oh, you know what would be crazy? You Neuroparasite the lurkers, because now it's 8 range, 8 range. I didn't know it was 9 range before. I thought it was 7 range, but this is fine as well. If you're gonna get lurkers easier, you might as well decrease the range a little bit. New upgrade found lurker den. Seismic spines. Okay, here we go. What is this? Okay, increased lurkers range from 8 to 10? 10 range. 10 range. That's 1 range away from a Broodlord. 10 range is massive. What else has 10 range? Nothing. What on the ground besides the siege tank has 10 range? Yeah, you're gonna be able to hit Colossi, because Colossi have 9 range with the upgrade, or 8 or 9. I think it's like 5 or 6, and then with the upgrade it's 8 or 9. But anyway, Colossi can't beat lurkers anymore. Well, I mean they never could, but it's not gonna help for sure. So Hive, research 150, 57 seconds, a minute. Increase research duration of adaptive talents, 54 seconds to 57 seconds. They're just gonna make everything 57, because why not? 57 seconds to build, 57, 57. There you go. Easy. Broodlord. Broodlord leash range decreased from 12 to 9. So okay, without too deep in the weeds, Broodlord's 12 leash range allows the Broodlord to attack from 13 range with an attack click order. By reducing leash range to 9, the Broodlord will always be limited to 10 range regardless of command. Okay. I don't know if this is leash range. So this is when the Broodlord shoot. I don't know, dude. Nidus Network. Here we go. Nidus Network and Nidus Worm initial unload delay increased from 0.18 to 0.13. So now when it pops, you can't unload it as fast, but it's still pretty damn fast. Nidus Network Worm load period increased from 0.9 to 0.18. Ooh, interesting. So instead of affecting how it comes out, you're affecting how many units and how fast they can come in, as well as when they come out. So when they went in, they used to go like, but now when they go in, they're gonna be twice as slow. So it's gonna like, instead of going, it's gonna go like, so it's gonna be slower to load in, and it's gonna be slower to load out as well. So 0.18 to 0.36. So instead of going like, it's gonna go like, well, probably faster than that, but still. This is an interesting change. They're not changing the United Form itself, but they're changing the unload and load times. New upgrade found. What? Upgrades for Nidus Canal. Alright, reduces the Nidus network's initial unload delay to... Okay. Okay, so they're nerfing the current Nidus Swarm so that early game it's not as crazy off 2 bases. And then what they're doing is that they're putting an upgrade so it comes back to the original one. Summon Nidus Swarm ability cooldown increase from 0 to 14. I've been waiting for this. This is what we've needed. When you spawn, when it spawns, you should have a delay. You can't just spawn one and then instantly spawn one on the other side of the map or the other side of the base or the other side of whatever. So when you spawn it, boom, you have to wait 14 seconds and then you can spawn another one. This is the change I've wanted. I've been thinking about as well, and they just put it through. That's awesome. I love it. Protoss. Oracle Sentry Void Ray. Whew. Let's go. Fix an issue where beam attack would deal more damage than 10. Okay, with this change, players will no longer be able to micro these units to deal unintended extra damage to a single target. I don't know what this means. I don't know what that means. Okay. Charge upgrade no longer provides Zealot with +8 damage on impact. This is another nerf to charge. New upgrade found Twilight Council. Sundering impact. Okay, so they're like, these units are too strong, but they're not that strong. So we're just gonna take everything out and make it an upgrade. Damn, dude. That's another 100 right here. Another one. 100 seconds too. This is so long. This is a really long upgrade. This should have been like 100 and like 50 here. 50. This is overkill. For +8 damage, I don't know if that's worth it, dude. Adept health increase from 70 to 80. Back with the relevancy. Here we go. They used to be more. Yeah, they nerfed the health from 80 to 70 and now they're buffing it back to 80. Shields decrease from 70 to 60. So now they're more into health. Oh shit, wait. Okay, so yeah, they're just doing the opposite. So they're increasing health, decreasing shields, so shields apply more. Amplified shielding. So adept shields from 60 to 80. Oh, they're gonna be 160 total? Is that, how much is a stalker? They're gonna be as beefy as stalkers, dude. Dude, 160 total hit points for an adept. They're gonna be tanky AF. I feel like they're gonna be more used late game now. It's gonna be pretty cool. I like this change. This is cool. This is very cool. 100 seconds, really good right there. I like it. So you can't really get this super early on. Even if you chrono boost this shit, like, you're not gonna hit like 160 health hit point. I mean, adept or timing or anything. And if so, it's gonna be definitely off 3 bases. Observer movement speed decreased from 3.1 to 2.63. Now you can actually catch this shit with like not stimmed marines. Gravity booster now increases movement speed by 131 down from 151. So now every observer is a little bit slower. Okay, new upgrade found. Flux veins. This I haven't read it yet, but is this the same one as Wings of Liberty? Are they bringing back a Wings of Liberty upgrade? Flux Veins. That's exactly how it was called. Okay, I want to see if this is it. Yeah, it's actually Flux Veins, dude. Increase the Void Ray's movement speed from 3.5 to 4.65. And increase the acceleration. After you upgraded Prismatic Alignment, will now reduce the Void Ray's movement speed to 2.65. I don't know from where, but 57 seconds. 100. Flux Veins, dude. They're like, hey, you want to do something with Void Ray? Yeah, I have no idea. What should we do? Well, I've been reading the patches from Wings of Liberty beta, and you know what? I think we were right all this time. Brought back Flux Veins, dude. I think this game, so they're heading into a direction with StarCraft 2 where you just have a million upgrades. And I kind of like this because the more upgrades you have, the more you can kind of like customize your army. In fact, so you're pretty limited on units, but you're not really limited on upgrades. What I want to see in the future, which will make this so unbelievable as a game, is if you have 2 upgrades, kind of like in Heart of the Swarm, where you can only choose one of these 2. So you can upgrade your Void Ray to become a certain type of Void Ray, like a speedy boy, or you can upgrade the Void Ray to be some sort of a more damaged boy, right? I think this would be so interesting because then you would customize how you're kind of advancing through the game. I think this will be like the next big thing, or at least I hope it becomes the next big thing, sorry, because I don't want more units. I just want the units that we have to be customizable throughout a game. That would be insane. That would be an incredible like addition to StarCraft 2 in my opinion. Okay, Tempest, kinetic overload, anti-air damage decreased from 15 to 14. Oh, range, okay, from 15 to 14, so slightly less range. Very cool. Didn't really need to. Are they buffing the health? Yeah, they are. Okay, so health increase from 150 to that, 300. So it's up from 275 total hit points to 300. I think if they're decreasing the range and increasing it by that little, it's fine. If they were like to like decrease to like 13, they would need to increase this way more, but I think this is fine. I didn't think Tempests were particularly overpowered. But maybe this is just so like Thor's maybe can get out of them a little bit easier, but I think this change is overall okay. I don't know if it's necessary, but it's fine. Mothership. Time warp now affects air units in addition to ground units and buildings, just like the slow zones. Just like slow zones. I like this. Reduces from delay. Wait, delay? Yeah. So now instead of like doing a huge circle and then popping, it's just like one shoot flop. They probably might want to increase the radius as well. But I do like this. Because the thing is that like when you have a mothership, it's air versus air at that point. We're not going to get like air versus ground. Nobody gives a crap about that. But when you put a time warp onto the opponent's air units, that's when it gets interesting. I think if they're going to make this a thing, they're probably just going to test a little bit. But if they want to make this truly a thing, they need to increase the radius, I think, a little bit. It's a pretty big radius, but I think it's nice that they're trying to bring back time warp. And, you know, I think that could be a really cool thing for sure. All right, well, these were all the changes. I can't wait. Just to recap, the changes I'm most excited for. Let's go here. I'm excited about... Okay. Hellion Hellbat. Love this. This is fine. This is too much. This is stupid. This is too much. Everything moved to the fusion core. I love. Raven, I'm not sure yet. The Battlecruiser, I'm all for it. 1 second stun vulnerability. Maybe 1.5, we'll see. This is all still fine. I love this change here. Mule, quality of life, Zerg. This I'm so weird about. This is gonna be so crazy. The Infestor and like Infested Terran. I'm scared about this. This I'm very scared of. This I'm so hyped. This is my favorite change. This might be like one of my favorite changes of all time. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see this shit. Neural Parasite, Base Infestor. Oh my god. I can't wait. Lurkers is fine. Brewlords is fine. Nidus Network is... All these is fine. I don't really care. What's important is this. The cooldown after you spawn it. Great change. Zealot, it's alright. This is a bit... This was not needed. Not really needed, to be honest. But... Wait. On charge impact. But what if you don't get charge? Do you need to get charged to get this upgrade? What if you don't get charged? What if you just get this? Is the first Zealot attack... Like, what? It's kind of weird. Adept. This Adept, I kind of like it. It's gonna scale a bit more better late games. It's fine. Flux Veins. Flux Veins. This is my second favorite upgrade right now. They're making a callback to Wings of Liberty. I love it. Tempest is fine. Mothership, I love this as well. I love this change. Alright. So my top two, definitely the Infestor change. The Infestor change, the Nidus cooldown. The Battlecruiser pickup versus Yamato Micro. The Terran Infernal Pre-Igniter. I love the Void Ray change as well. Make the Void Ray speedy boys. And yeah, love it. Alright, we're gonna see you next time. This is a long video. 24 minutes? God damn, I gotta make these shorter. See ya.